Here we got a 2011 BMW. I'm gonna show you guys today how to replace that lamp. Put some new ones on. And this is M550. All right. So I might not show you the whole process of taking the bumper off and all that stuff. The main thing I'm gonna show you is how to open the headlight. Both of them. We're gonna be replacing both vents. Okay. All right. All right, so there you go. I got both headlights out. Got the bumper out. Okay. It's really easy to remove the bumper. Just coupled 8 millimeters on the side. On the bottom has like 6 of 8, and then couple teeth star on the top. T30 and T27. T30, T27, and 10 millimeters. That's all you need to remove the bumpers. The headlights hole right here, and then there's another one here, back here. And you should be able just to slide it out and unplug it. The plug, you just press on this tab, one on the top, and it has one on the bottom. Just press like that, and slide it out. All right, so what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna put some soap and water all the way around this headlight. And I'm gonna blow some air through the back just to see where the leak is coming from. That way I know if it's cracked on the plastic, I can, fix it. And if it's cracked on this front lens, then of course by putting the new one, it's gonna fix it as well, which I have right here. These are the new ones. New lens. Okay. I'm also going to be putting a front lip, carbon fiber. All right, so let me do that. All right, so I'm going to show you where the leak is coming from. All right, so I'm going to put some air here through this vent right here. I'm gonna cover this other vent right here, and I'm gonna cover the plug right here where the electric goes. So I'm gonna just cover that with my knee, cover this one with my finger, and then add some air right here. You see the bubbles? That's where the water is going in. Only right there, nowhere else. Wait, actually, right here as well. Yeah. Right here as well. See that? Okay. Right here. All right, so this one has a seal right here. So you can start by replacing this seal right here. There's a seal inside here. This seal. So what you can do is take it out. If you don't have a new one, temporary fix. Take it out and put some grease or electric grease on it, and then flip it over and put it back on. All right, so just flip it over like that and put it back on the headlight. So now let me just keep it like that. I'll flip it later. But that's how you find the leak. All right, right, so I got the first one open. All right, believe it or not, the light took me 20 minutes struggling to open it. All right, but it was worth it. So, you know, as long as you don't break anything, you're good to go. Doesn't matter how long you take, as long as you do it right. So here's the lamp. As you can see, it's all in one piece. It's all in one piece, okay? It's gonna have a plug here on the very top, which you have to reach, you know, once you open it. What I did, I'll flip it over, and then I was able to do it from the bottom. Just open it. All right, and I know I still got to remove all the silicone. So the problem with this silicone is that it doesn't release. It's not sticky like, you know, regular headlights that you just hit it up and it will come out really easy, like marshmallow, you know, you can just pull it right out. Well, this one, they put a special glue that it will not melt with the heat, but it will, if, you know, the way I took it out, you hit it up, the plastic will release from the glue. So the glue, it will stay stuck on the black housing. That's why you see the lamp, it came out clean. Okay. All right, so let me set this one up and I'm gonna show you how to do it. All right, so bear with me. So the tools I'm gonna be using is just gonna be some flatheads, and I'm gonna show you something that maybe you see another video and let it show you something that this headlights has that you gotta pull it out. All right, so but yeah, these are all the tools. There's some flatheads, trim remover, plastic, and of course got the torch right here. No heat gun. Heat gun is not hot enough. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. All right, so here we go. So to get it started, that's the hard part. Once you get it started, it will come out in 5 minutes. So let's go. I hope you can see everything from there. So I'm gonna talk and tell you exactly what you gotta remove in order to get that out. All right, so let's see, is it gonna bother? I'm sure the light's not gonna bother. Okay. All right. Okay, so this headlight is not leaking or anything, but we're gonna replace the lamp. All right, so it's still got a lot of stuff on it. So I'm gonna get my knife over here. Well, first, this trim right here, this rubber, you're gonna slide it to the front of the headlight. You got two tabs holding it here. First, pick it up from the front, so you'll be able to slide it out. Pick it up from the front of the headlight. Okay, right there. There's another one here, another seal. This one you pull out, slide it out. So this is one whole piece, all right? Okay, so now I'm gonna remove, that's from the top. I'm gonna remove from the bottom. This one you lift it up here, but this is where you're gonna use your knife. So right here, you gotta slide this in an angle. Just cut it just a little bit like that. That should be enough. Okay, you're gonna lift this up right here. Once you lift that up, then you're gonna push. Slide the whole thing out. We got 3 pins, 1, 2, 3. The one that get really stuck is the one in the center. So that's the one I did the little shaving on it. So there. It's 2-piece, little bracket in the plastic, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna remove the little vent. Just one here in the front corner, one in the top corner. Top corner over here. Okay. I'm gonna put it on the side. Now I'm gonna remove with a T20. I'm gonna remove these, that way I can inspect it as well to see if any water is in this little module here. This one, you take 2 screws out and you slide it out. There you go. All right, so this one looks good. I'm gonna just leave it out anyways. Okay. That way, when I'm using the heat can come out there, so I don't melt anything in there, all right? So I'm gonna clean that light first. Just clean it with some paper towel and soap and water. It's very dirty, so you don't wanna be working like that. Plus, you don't want all this trash to be falling in your light when you open it. Okay. All right, so this is what I want to show you. That not everyone will show you. Okay, if you look over here on this corner, the front inside corner, there's a little staple right there. Okay, you got to pull that staple out. I'm going to show you how. If you come on the other corner, right there, there's another staple right there. Okay, so we got to pull those 2 staples out, and then we can start working on it. Okay, so to get the staple out, you get a pick, and you're gonna poke it in, because remember, it's just a staple, so you can just pull it right out. All right, so there I'm in. Now I'll get another flathead, and I'll put it here, and then I'll press up like that. There's your little staple. All right, I'm set it on the side. Now I'll flip it over to the other corner right here. Same thing here. I'm gonna go right under. Get another flathead. Put it right behind. Like that. Here's the staple. All right, so now we're ready to start taking the light out. So you want to start from the inside. This is your headlight facing you. So you want to start from the inside, not from the outside. We're going to take the outside last. Also, we're going to take the bottom first. If you take the top out first, there's a plastic trim inside. It's going to get stuck on your ring, and you might break it. So that's why you want to start from the bottom, and then do the top once we get down here to the center. So you take the top all the way here to the center, and then the bottom all the way around, and leave this right here for last to slide it out. All right, so remember, you're gonna have a struggle at first. Be patient. The hard part will be to start to get your pliers inside there, to get your trim remover there. But once you get your trim remover in there, and you know, another one over here, the thing is it's gonna come really easy. It's gonna come out. So be patient. All right, so let's go. So what I got here is a torch. You know, any propane gas will work. You're gonna hit it up. You might get a little, you know, little bending here and there, little scratch. I mean, you might even crack it, but that can be fixed. Once, you know, you remove it completely, whenever you're gonna reinstall the new one, you can always hit it back out, you know, hit it up, and you're gonna melt it back in. And of course, you're gonna have your new seal, your new glue, okay? So don't worry about that. If you get a little scratches, now if you worry about scratching it, don't even start the project, because, you know, anyways, nobody's gonna see that. That's gonna be behind the bumper, as long as you don't have no leaks. So just don't go crazy and crack it all the way. All right, so let's start it. Let's go. Now, when you see the plastic getting shiny, don't keep hitting it up. Move it to another section. Because once you see a shiny, gloss shiny, that means it's, you know, you're melting the plastic. But that's okay. We just want to heat up that glue. And you don't want to heat this up from the front of the headlight, the lens. You want to go from the back. From the back. That's all you want to do. Only from the back. And for now, we're just going to heat it up like all the way to the, I would say here. Not all the way to the bottom, because we don't need to get down there yet. A little bit past half. Okay. And this is gonna take a couple tries, so don't think you're gonna get it out on the first try. That's why it's a process. The last, well, I would say the last and first, not the last, the first headlight that I try to open looking at YouTube video, you know, I followed the instruction, put her in the oven for 14 minutes, I think it was 200 temperature, I forgot, but I follow the video, you know, and all that. And when I opened that oven, the whole headlight was melting, dripping down, and a big flame came out when I opened the oven. So that was my first and last time trying that in an oven. That's very dangerous. You can melt your whole headlight if you don't do it right, or if you follow the wrong instruction. All right. See what I'm doing? I'm going up and down. I'm not staying in one spot. As soon as I see it turn glossy, shiny, I keep moving. Okay? Just like that. Alright, so I'm gonna do my first try. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna do my first start up, okay? Remember, it's not gonna be easy, okay? So I'm gonna start right here. Okay. See, it's moving. So you want to do, you just want the plastic to move a little bit away from the headlight, so you can get it started. The whole point here is we're trying to get a plastic trim remover on both corners, and then this light is going to come out really easy. Not easy, but it's going to come out way easier than what I'm doing right now, trying to get it started. Keeping that right there. This is the hard part. Just getting this little star right here. Once you get this in, you're gonna see it's gonna come out a lot easier. Kind of put it up a little more. It's right here. I should be able to bring it over. Just gotta bring this one over. Okay, right there. it should be easy from here. Like I told you, the hard part is just to get it started. Alright, so now I'm gonna heat it up. Careful not to stick your screwdriver and, you know, break something in your headlight or scratch it where you will see it. Okay, so that's good right there. I'm gonna go from the bottom over here. As I open it, I'm bringing my plastic trim down so it can keep pressure on it to open it. Now I'm gonna put more heat. So now it's time to heat up the whole thing over here. So you can see I got the whole headlight out all the way to here, and then through the top all the way to the center. That's where you want to stop. And now I'm going to start putting heat. Okay, and I start putting heat now all the way around. I'm gonna start pulling from the bottom and leave the last part of the top to pull it out, all right? There, you see it coming out? Right there. Okay, so this is where we're gonna flip it. Flip it like this. This thing just slide over. I'll leave the flash. Let me press this tab right here. this thing comes out, all you gotta do this thing comes out right here, all you gotta do is push it back in. So it got some 2 clips on the bottom and 2 pins on the top. It goes right here. Right there. Okay. So there you have it. Now we gotta remove that glue, the inside glue. So that one, I believe you can just pull it out with a plier, but we might have to heat it up again, put some heat on it and take it out. But now you know how to open the headlight. All right. So far what I've done, so I didn't remove the old glue. I just got this. You can see the name right there from the auto bar. And I just put one bit all the way around. Then I transfer all the little stuff, a couple screws, just transfer over the glass. Now I'm going to slide it back in. Remember, you got to connect the light, upper light. Flip it over. Okay. Flip it over. So to put it in, you gotta put it straight in. Then I'm gonna put pressure on the bottom here. Now I'm gonna put pressure on the top right here. Just like that. The old silicone might give you a hard time, like it will keep pushing the light back. So you just have to keep pressing it in. And you get some plier and you're gonna work. So just work the light, pressing down slowly. Like that. At the same time, put some pressure on it. You're gonna hear it going in, letting the air out. Do the same thing on the back, the bottom. Hear that air bubble coming out. You can see this one is all the way in already, but I'm still gonna put some pressure on it and use my plier over here. press all the way in. Just the top needs a little bit more. Just like that. See, when you press on it, you hear the air bubble come out. And the line, it will stay closed. So, if you can get 2 pliers, get 2 pliers, press on it like this. Now, if you're not in a rush, like you don't want to do this project in one day, you can get some of this plier, locking plier, and you can put as many as you can fit, like this, and let it sit overnight. And that's it. Next morning, you pop this out, and the light's gonna be completely sealed. But if you gotta do it, you know, in the same day, you gotta make sure you work it slowly until you get it in. Right there. That's really good right there. So if I remove these, they still open a little bit. So I'm gonna keep working it. Everything else is good. Completely sealed all the way around. Once you remove the plier, if you want to, you know, be extra sure that it's going to be sealed, you can always add another bit of the silicone around the edge, all the way around, but I don't think it's going to need that. All right, so I'm going to just let it dry, and I'll be back. There's the other one on the process of drying. All right, so for the seals, this is what I'm doing for the seals. So I took the seal off, okay? And I'm gonna flip it, but before I flip it, I'm gonna put some of the silicone right behind it, so it brings the seal, you know, more to the front so it can seal better. So I'm just running a bit around the edge inside. Just like that. And I take the seal and I'm gonna flip it over. Okay. I'm gonna push it in. Just like that. Just like that. So now it's like back to new. Then just put them on where it goes. So now you have to push it down in order to close it. See how tight? Now you have to push down, turn. Now that's sealing really good, so it's not gonna leak from there for sure. You can do the same with the big one. Pop it out, take the seal, the original seal out. Okay. Get some black silicone in here. Okay. Now you take the seal and you flip it over. Just like that. And that's it. And you close it. Now same thing here. You're gonna have to push it in. Like that. Push in and close. Because since you put the silicone, now the seal is really tight, so it needs a lot of pressure in, and then you turn it. All right, so these lights are ready to be installed now. All right, so the headlights are done. Look how beautiful they look. All right, I also did the lip. It's a 3-piece. You stick this one first, and then you put a couple screws on the bottom one. Really easy to do. Really easy. Just 2 screws there, 2 screws in the middle right there, and 2 more over here, and that's it. All right.